On a beautiful island, we see Sonic having fun. Sonic is a hedgehog, and many animals like him live on this island. But Sonic is different because he has supernatural powers. He was told to keep his powers hidden, but Sonic was still a child, naughty and stubborn. He did not listen to anyone. He returns home where Longclaw lives, an owl who raised him like her own child. She explains to him, "Sonic, do not use your powers. If anyone sees you, you will get into trouble." Sonic laughs and replies, "No one can see me. I am very fast." Just then, the Echidna tribe attacks Sonic. Longclaw sees them and flies away with Sonic. The Echidnas start shooting arrows. One arrow hits Longclaw and she falls to the ground. Sonic becomes scared, but despite the pain, Longclaw comforts and advises him, "I have never seen anyone with powers like yours. People will always try to take them from you. You have only one choice. Keep running and protect yourself." She takes out a ring from her pouch and opens a portal toward Earth. "It is on the other side of the universe. You will be safe there," she says, and gives him all her rings, telling him to leave. Just then, the creatures start arriving. Sonic obeys her and moves toward the portal. But suddenly, the creatures attack Longclaw. Sonic tries to save her, but the portal has already closed and he cannot go through it. 10 years later, we see a small town called Green Hills. Here we meet Tom, who is a police officer. He is checking the speed of cars on the road. Tom's life is quite boring because Green Hills has a very small population, so he rarely gets a chance to help anyone. He waits for a long time, but not a single car passes by. Bored, he checks the speed of a turtle. At that moment, Sonic runs past. The speed meter records his speed so fast that Tom is shocked. He thinks the machine must be broken, but Sonic keeps running past again and again. Tom steps out to look, but there is no one there. However, he finds one of Sonic's hairs. He is a little surprised, but does not think much about it and leaves. Meanwhile, the same turtle is about to come under a car, but Sonic saves it. He takes the turtle on a super fast ride and then drops it safely in the forest. Now Sonic returns to his forest home, where he has collected many human things. He works out, reads comics, and enjoys himself. He knows that if he is ever caught, he can use the rings to go to the Mushroom Planet, a place where there are only mushrooms everywhere. But for now, he does not worry about that because he loves Green Hills very much. The town feels like home to him. The people there are kind and simple. Sonic never shows himself in front of anyone. He never appears in front of anyone, but he likes Tom the most because Tom always helps every human and every animal. Sonic jokingly calls him Donut Lord because Tom is always talking to donuts and eating them. Tom lives with his girlfriend Maddie, who is a veterinary doctor. Sonic never comes in front of Tom and Maddie, but from his heart, he considers them his family. He watches their every activity from a distance and laughs and smiles along with them. One night, when Tom comes home, Maddie tells him that he has gotten a promotion in San Francisco. Both of them are very happy. Even though they do not want to leave Green Hills, Tom wants to help more people. Now we see Sonic near a ground where a baseball match is going on. He finds the game very interesting and wants to play too, but sadly, he cannot come in front of anyone. After some time, when everyone leaves the ground, he uses his super speed to make a team by himself. He bats, bowls, and even catches the ball all by himself. He plays with great enjoyment, but after a few moments, he becomes sad because he wanted someone to clap for him, someone to give him a high five, but that could never happen. He knew he would always have to stay hidden from everyone. In anger, he starts running very fast around the ground. His speed increases so much that electricity begins to burst from his body. A blue light spreads everywhere. The energy is so powerful that not only all of Green Hills, but the entire Pacific Northwest loses power. Now the scene cuts to the U.S. government headquarters, where a meeting is going on. Many board members are discussing the incident. One says it might be due to an electromagnetic pulse. Another replies that electromagnetic pulses are not that powerful. No one understands what really happened. Then one member says that NASA claims it is neither an alien attack nor a power plant failure. Everyone is confused. Just then, the president says they need a scientist to solve this mystery. Someone who is a genius, but also a little strange. Everyone understands who he means, Dr. Robotnik. The president adds that although his behavior is unusual, he has solved many such cases over the past years. Now we return to the baseball ground in Green Hills, where the army is investigating. Just then, a large high-tech truck arrives, and out steps Dr. Robotnik. Behind him is his assistant agent. Stone is also with him. As soon as Robotnik arrives, he starts showing off. He taunts the army officer, saying, "You are not needed here anymore. Now my show begins." He takes out some advanced drones from his truck and sends them in all directions. The drones reach the forest and begin scanning everything. Soon, one drone finds Sonic's footprints. Robotnik is shocked when he sees them. He tells Agent Stone, "These are not ordinary footprints. I matched them with every creature on Earth, but they don't match any of them. That means this is a creature from another world." Robotnik becomes extremely excited. He sends his entire search team to that location. The army and drones surround the area from all sides. On the other hand, Sonic is watching all this from a distance. He understands that they have come to catch him. Panicking, he starts preparing to go to the Mushroom Planet. He quickly packs his bag, takes out his rings, and is about about to open a portal. Suddenly, he hears the sound of someone coming. He stops using the ring and decides to go to a safe place instead. He decides to do so. Now we see Tom, who is talking to Maddie on the phone. During the call, he hears the sound of a trash bin falling outside. He gets startled and thinks that a raccoon has entered his house again. So he goes out with his tranquilizer gun. But instead of a raccoon, it is Sonic who has come to hide in Tom's house. Sonic takes out his ring and is about to go to the mushroom planet when Tom arrives. Both get scared on seeing each other. Tom accidentally fires the gun and the dart hits Sonic. He starts losing consciousness. Before falling, Sonic reads the word San Francisco written on Tom's t-shirt. At that moment, his ring activates. A portal opens in the sky and all his rings fall onto the top of a tall building in San Francisco. Sonic tries to stop them, but by then his eyes close and he becomes completely unconscious. Tom gets scared and locks the strange blue creature in a cage. After some time, when Sonic regains consciousness, he comes out of the cage. Tom is shocked because the blue creature standing in front of him can talk like a human. Tom thinks that maybe Sonic came to kidnap him and take him to his planet. While they are talking, Dr. Robotnik arrives at Tom's house with his drones and team. Seeing this, Sonic gets scared. He tells Tom, "I need your help. Because of your injection, I can't walk properly. If these people catch me, they will experiment on me and might even kill me." Tom agrees to help him. He hides Sonic in the attic room of his house. Then Tom goes outside and talks to Robotnik. The doctor says, "I am here to investigate the power outage," but Tom does not let him come inside. Robotnik smiles and sends his drone into the house. The drones begin scanning the entire house. Out of fear, Sonic comes downstairs and accidentally bumps into a table. Hearing the noise, Robotnik pushes Tom aside and enters the house. But inside, there is only a raccoon eating a cake. Robotnik is about to leave when he notices a blue hair. He immediately takes out his drone gun, points it at Tom, and roars, "Tell me where that creature is." Before Tom can say anything, Sonic comes out on his own. He cannot watch his new friend get into trouble. Robotnik is stunned on seeing him and says, "So you are the blue energy." At that moment, Tom takes advantage of the situation and punches Robotnik hard in the face. Robotnik falls unconscious, but his drones become active and start firing. Tom and Sonic quickly hide under a table. Then Sonic jumps at one of the drones with lightning-fast speed, and Tom picks up a vase and smashes it. Both of them quickly get into the car and escape from there. Now Agent Stone arrives and brings Robotnik back to consciousness. In anger, the doctor says, "Why didn't you stop them, idiot?" Then we see Tom and Sonic. Sonic says, "I am a hedgehog and I'm in big trouble. My rings have fallen on a tower in San Francisco, and without them, I can't go to the mushroom planet. Now you will have to take me there." Tom angrily replies, "Because of you, I hit a government officer. Now I am in trouble too." He stops the car and tells Sonic, "Get out. Go to San Francisco on your own." Sonic runs at lightning speed, but returns within seconds. He says, "I don't even know the way, and all this happened because of you, since you knocked me unconscious." Tom realizes his mistake and says, "All right, I will take you to San Francisco." Slowly, evening turns into night as they continue their journey. At night, they stop at a place. Tom goes to a nearby payphone to call his friend Wade and tells Sonic to stay in the car. Tom calls Wade and says, "Don't tell anyone that I talked to you." Suddenly, Wade panics and says that the doctor already knows everything because he is right there. The next moment, Dr. Robotnik takes the phone and says with a cold smile, "Tom, you punched me. Now I won't let you go." Tom quickly runs back to the car and sees that Sonic is missing. He becomes suspicious. He thinks Sonic might have gone to a nearby bar. Sonic is seen having fun there. Tom, angry, says, "We need to get out of here." But Sonic smiles and says, "It's my last day on Earth, so let me have a little fun." When people ask about Sonic, Tom jokingly says, "Actually, he has a strange illness that caused hair to grow on his face." Sonic laughs. Tom says, "Come on, let's make a bucket list." Sonic asks, "What's a bucket list?" Tom explains, "A bucket list is all the things a person wants to do before they die." Sonic gets very excited and starts making his list, but suddenly becomes sad. He quietly says, "I haven't done anything yet, and tomorrow I have to leave this world." Tom's eyes get a little teary. He says, "All right, let's stay one more hour. Let's complete your list." Sonic plays games, rides a bull, dances with people, and completes half of his bucket list. But then some goons confront him. A fight starts. One thug attacks Sonic, and at that moment Sonic activates his powers. The whole scene seems to freeze, as if time itself has stopped. Sonic starts defeating everyone, carefully keeping Tom safe to the side. The goons lie sprawled all around. The bar is completely destroyed, and Sonic, smiling with satisfaction, says, "All right, another task completed." Tom laughs and drags him outside. Both of them escape into the night. They spend the night in a hotel. Tom tells Sonic, "You can have as much fun as you want in this room." Sonic smiles and, using his super speed, flips the entire room upside down. Exhausted, he finally collapses on the bed and falls asleep. Tom notices Sonic's bucket list, and the last wish written on it is, "Make a real friend." Tom becomes quiet. Meanwhile, the news is on TV. Dr. Robotnik has declared Tom a terrorist, and the police are searching for him everywhere. Robotnik and Agent Stone arrive at the bar. Using CCTV footage, they track Sonic and Tom and discover that they are heading towards San Francisco. To stop them, Robotnik sends a powerful tank after them. The tank attacks Tom's car. Sonic becomes furious, and electricity begins spreading from him. Transforming into a bolt of energy, he destroys the tank. But then, from inside the destroyed tank, a monster car emerges and starts attacking them. Sonic immediately speeds toward the monster car and uses its own weapons to blast it to pieces. He then returns to Tom, but at that moment, a bike emerges from the monster car. Tom tells Sonic, "I'll handle this one," and asks Sonic to drive the car. Tom then takes out his torch and destroys the bike, but from it emerges a mini drone, which uses a laser to cut open the roof of Tom's car. Sonic grabs the drone and smashes it, but the bomb attached to it sticks to Sonic's hand. To remove the bomb, Tom pulls the car over to the side, but the bomb won't come off. Sonic uses a screwdriver to detach the bomb and sticks it onto a rock. As soon as the bomb explodes, Sonic faints. Robotnik, seeing that Sonic survived, becomes extremely furious. But then he finds a strand of Sonic's hair, the same hair he had taken from Tom's house earlier. Tom takes Sonic to his girlfriend Maddie's house, where she lives with her sister Rachel. As soon as Tom arrives, Rachel refuses to let him in because he has been declared a criminal throughout the city. The dog pulls off the sheet covering Sonic, revealing him to everyone. Maddie's sister faints at the sight of Sonic. Meanwhile, Robotnik begins experimenting on Sonic's hair. He discovers that the hair contains extremely high-voltage electricity that can make anything move at incredible speed. He attaches the hair to his machines, which immediately start running much faster. Tom tells Maddie, "You have to bring him back to consciousness, no matter what." Maddie replies, "I'm a veterinary doctor. I only treat animals. I've never seen a creature like this before." But then she gives Sonic a capsule meant to revive humans. As soon as Sonic regains consciousness, he starts running at super speed again. Maddie panics and takes Tom outside to talk. She asks, "What are you doing with this alien?" Tom explains, "I accidentally shot him with a tranquilizer gun, so now I'm helping him. I need to get him to the Trans-America building." Because Sonic's life is in danger, Maddie agrees, realizing that Tom is doing this to save him. Meanwhile, Rachel's daughter Jojo sees Sonic's torn shoes and brings him a new pair, making Sonic very happy. Then the three of them set out toward the Trans-America building. Upon arriving, Tom hides Sonic in a bag so no one will notice him. They reach the rooftop of the building, where Sonic finds the bag containing his rings. Now, it's time for Sonic to leave. Tom and Sonic both become very emotional. Sonic doesn't want to leave, but he knows that if he stays, Tom and Maddie could get into trouble. He takes out his ring and prepares to go to the Mushroom Planet. But then, the ring hits a drone. Robotnik has already arrived with his robots. He surrounds them and says, "Now you cannot escape from here." Sonic suddenly gets an idea. He pushes Tom and Maddie off the building's rooftop, which shocks Robotnik. Robotnik immediately attacks Sonic and tries to press the Ultra Energy button linked to Sonic's hair. But Sonic uses his powers to slow down the entire scene into slow motion. Playing with all the bullets, he blasts all the drones. However, Robotnik's plane's Ultra Energy button also activates, giving the plane the same kind of power as Sonic. Robotnik attacks Sonic again, causing him to start falling. At that moment, Sonic takes one ring and sends Tom and Maddie safely back to Green Hills, then crashes down from a tree. Sonic quickly collects all his rings using his super speed. Now an intense chase begins between Sonic and Robotnik. Robotnik is moving at the same speed as Sonic because, thanks to Sonic's hair, Robotnik now has the same energy. Sonic is stunned. No one has ever matched his speed before. How could this be happening? Sonic couldn't believe how this was possible. He took a ring from his bag and began teleporting from place to place, first running along the Great Wall of China, then appearing near the pyramids in Egypt. Robotnik was still chasing him, so Sonic trapped him in a sandstorm and threw a ring toward Green Hills. But Robotnik spotted him and fired, forcing Sonic, injured, to fall into Green Hills, where Robotnik arrived as well. Tom, Maddie, and the others rushed over, furious at the mad scientist. Tom shouted, "Because of you, Sonic is in this condition." Robotnik dismissed him, saying, "It's just an alien. Why are you so worried?" Tom responded, "It's more than that. It has more humanity than you, and most importantly, it's my best friend." Hearing this, Sonic regained consciousness, now even more powerful, electricity spreading all around him. He realized how Robotnik's ship had moved at such incredible speed and used his powers to reclaim the energy from his hair. Despite this, Robotnik launched all his missiles at Sonic, who ran at double super speed, dodging them while attacking Robotnik's plane repeatedly until it was badly damaged. At that moment, Tom took one of Sonic's rings and opened a tunnel to the Mushroom Planet, preparing for Sonic's final journey. Using his bolt power, Sonic sends Robotnik and his plane all the way to the Mushroom Planet. Now Now Sonic turns to Tom and says, "We did it." Everyone returns to their normal lives. Tom decides not to go to San Francisco and chooses to stay in Green Hills with Maddie. They begin renovating their home. Suddenly, the president himself arrives to thank Tom for keeping the alien a secret. He even gives Tom some money and asks, "Can you introduce me to that alien?" "I won't tell anyone." Tom smiles and says, "I don't meet him anymore. He's gone," and closes the door. In reality, Sonic is still living with them. Tom builds a cozy little home for Sonic in the attic and decorates it with all of his old belongings. Sonic becomes very emotional, finally feeling like he has found his real family. Meanwhile, Robotnik is frustrated on the mushroom planet, where there are nothing but mushrooms everywhere, though he still has Sonic's strand of hair. Finally, we see Tails arriving in Green Hills, looking for Sonic, but this is where the movie ends.